Hey class, just a quick video on what we did on the 11th and 12th. What you guys did was you came to class, you got your books out, and you, I'm trying to remember because I'm kind of behind on this. Anyhow, you guys finished up page 39. So I handed you guys notes. I gave you guys Newton's third law. We went over Newton's third law. You glued it in your books on page 29. And then you guys, okay, yeah, we talked about it. We worked some problems out. Actually, I think you had already glued them in, but if you didn't, I know I gave them to you that day, and you guys glued them in. We talked about it. We went over any questions you had on lots of cricket sounds right now. Any questions you had for Newton's third law, which wasn't much. Seemed like you guys got it. And then what I did was I got you guys situated. I gave you guys about 5 minutes to study for assessment number 12. Yes. And you took it. And then after you took it, we talked about your lab. So I kind of introduced you to what you guys are going to be doing in your labs. You opened up your books and you grabbed the papers for your lab and then you put them in your notebooks. And I'm just going to briefly show you because you should be able to follow the directions. The papers are here in my classroom, so you're going to have to come pick them up from here. Anyhow, so you took them and you glued them in your books on pages 31. See, here's one on 31. Actually, that's 29. Oh, sorry. 31. Glue them in on page 31. Ignore this. This sheet should be blank. That was page 32. And then you skipped over 33. You glued them in your books on page 34. And you glued them in your books on pages 35 and 36. If you have this portion done, then you were put in a group that I allowed you to choose. If you don't have this done, then you will not be going into the lab. And also, if you forget your book when it's lab time, you don't get to go into the lab. You will be doing a very boring alternative that I have worked hard to find and make sure it was boring. Because in the lab, it's way more fun. And I'm actually trying to push you to go into the lab. So anyhow, make sure you have your book. Make sure you have it updated from pages 31 through 36. And then I had you guys meet in your groups. You guys, I wrote down your names on a blueprint piece of paper, and then I had you get in your groups. We decided what role was what. I don't think we decided about that. Never mind. That's next week. Check out the 15th and the 16th if you want to know about roles. So anyhow, basically you guys just got into your groups. You met. You kind of talked about what you were wanting, if you were going to bring any materials, and then it was time to go at that point. And that is what we did. So I think that's about it. So I will include a link at the bottom for assessment 12 and your notes for Newton's third law. Alrighty.